Coach Mike McConathy, the Demons come up big today, 87-72 over Stephen F. Austin. Here's a stat for you that doesn't pertain to the game today except the outcome. First time since 2001 that NSU in a regular season series has swept Stephen F. Austin. A lot of games, a lot of years only one meeting, but this is a regular season sweep, and certainly in convincing fashion. What made the difference for your team today?
Well, I think one is we had great efforts by Terrence Reed, Ishmael Lane. He did a great job. I mean, C.J. Jones, a double-double, 14 and 10. Those guys, as well as DeAndre Love, but those things aren't the main thing. It's the core group of everybody being on the same page. Larry Owens did a nice job. He had 7 rebounds and 5 points, and that's still at the end of the half. A big man like that stealing the ball, taking it in, and laying up was pretty sweet. And that gave us impetus into the second half to do what we needed to do. So I felt like the guys competed extremely hard. And what we're talking about is that we have to have a one mentality. We have to have a now mentality, because we've got to take care of things one game at a time. And I thought the guys did a remarkable job of maintaining that mentality against a very, very well-coached team and a very talented team.
Your team came out in the second half and took control. What was the difference between the end of the first half and the start of the second half and what you guys were doing?
We had a little stretch. I think we came out and we just attacked, and we kind of, I don't know how to say this, we kind of hit them first and made some buckets, and then we made an adjustment offensively for about 3 or 4 possessions in a row that we had not done before. And Terrence Reed came up with a couple really big shots, and some good things happened out of that. It was kind of an open post deal that we put in, and we actually named it after Jimmy and Larry and called it JL, but Jimmy wasn't in the game. It was DeAndre Love kicking it back to LT for the shot, lifting up on the right side. So that was a big play. Felt like that gave us a little lift, but then they came back because we quit rebounding the way we needed to, and they got rebounds and were able to put the balls in. But I thought we had great team concept defensively. I thought we did a good job, and we made our free throws when we got the free throw line, and that was so critical.
Your team benefited from a absolutely blazing start by LT. You were a pretty doggone good shooter yourself. What's it like to see a guy just go uncorked like that?
It's just amazing when you're in the rhythm, and we took him out. He made one, you take him out, and you're thinking, why are you taking him out? Well, you got a long game to go. And I mean, our minutes were a lot heavier tonight than we had 4 guys play 30-something minutes. But it was just the kind of game that I felt like that we had to shorten our rotation down, especially in the second half, and made substitutions based on people and positions of where we needed to be.
Your team didn't sweat one out at the end, didn't have to grind it in the last minute. First time in 6 games, and this was only the 4th time in 13 conference games. You've been wanting your team to hold leads, and they did it today.
Yeah, we did. We had, a couple in the last minute. We took a couple of ill-advised shots, but for the most part, we rebounded the ball during the stretch there. You got to get it out, work the clock. I thought CJ did a great job at the top, doing the things that he needed to do to get us in a position, either get to the free throw line or get the ball in somebody's hands.
You start the final third of the conference race with a win. Now you head off to Texas for a game and then get an open date, let everything else settle in. The significance of the win today?
It's huge. It's one win on the left side. Puts us at 5, puts us at 10 on the year. Be glad to get in that double figure column. I would love to get in that double figure column on conference wins as well. It's got to be one game mentality, but the significance is it was one and it was now, and we were able to get the win, and we're so thankful for it.